Greetings everyone again, it's 7. I want to make a very quick video. I've just got 15 minutes on the clock here and I just want to get some information out in relation to some of the movies that are coming out so that you will pay attention to what's happening. Now, a couple of days ago I saw a trailer video for a movie that's coming out called Godzilla. Now, I ask everybody to go and have a look at that trailer, and what you will see is an Operation Mockingbird plot being played out. Now, when I saw this movie, as somebody who has been sounding the alarm, and you can watch other videos, I did a video with Romola D, Romola D from Romola D Reports. She's amazing. You should check out her channel. And the Techno Crime Fighters, they are a group of women who are empowered, who are also targeted, but the information that they release is second to none. You won't find it anywhere else, and it is, mandatory. If you want to be aware of what's going on, go to Romola D Reports channel on YouTube, and you'll see some of her interviews and her Techno Crime Fighters, where they show information about the technologies that are being used to target people, because it's extremely sophisticated right now. You're talking about directed energy weapons and all sorts of things, and I've done a number of interviews with her, but one of the interviews in particular, I think it's probably the last interview I did with her, which was a little while back, probably January or something, or early in the year anyway, where we spoke about Operation Mockingbird techniques and the whole program, military program, which is used in mainstream media and embedded in television shows. It's embedded into theatre productions, probably movies, primarily movies and TV shows, but it's also in the music, it's in cartoons. And basically what they do is they foreshadow something that they're going to carry out in real life. So just to give you a brief idea of how it works, is if they're going to do a terrorist attack or something, or stage an attack, they'll embed it into a movie beforehand. Now, lots of people talk about why they do this. Some people say it's for karma. So in other words, we told you we were going to do this, and so you didn't say anything, so more fool you, basically. This is what some people believe is behind why they do this. But it doesn't really matter why they do it. The reality is that they're doing it. And I have been sounding the alarm. I sounded the alarm before 7/7 happened. At that point I saw V for Vendetta movie, and in the mainstream media they had news articles showing that they were going to blow up the tube before it happened. And because I got targeted by this crime ring in mainstream media that actually do these things, I mean, they are insane. These people are insane. If you see my case and you've seen some of the things they've done to me, I've seen TV shows showing terrorist plots with my case reference number on the BBC. I've seen programs like The Hustle, which was based on the crime ring that are involved in my case. They're basically deep state. Lots of people have names for them: deep state, Illuminati, shadow government, whatever. What we're talking about is people that are not at all mentally well. These are sick people. They're not well. These people are evil people, and they get off on doing evil to other people. But they don't just do evil to other people. They use their networks in order to show you what they're planning to do in real life. Now, I want to just quickly get back to why I'm making this video, which is a couple of days ago I saw a trailer for the Godzilla movie, and I'm going to put the link in there, but if for whatever reason that link doesn't work, look up that Godzilla movie. It's a trailer. It came out about 4 days ago for 2019, which is when the movie is going to come out. And I basically was talking to somebody on the phone, and I said, have you seen that movie trailer? Because the trailer shows them fires everywhere, and basically them gonna take humanity out using fires everywhere. Now, as I've told you before, I actually, if you know my story, if you don't know my story, I'll put the link in below. I've done interviews about my case extensively with Alfred Weber, showed evidence, hard evidence from the case that I won against these monsters. And, you know, I've basically done quite a few interviews around about my personal situation, because I witnessed what really happened behind 7/7, you know, Charlie Hebdo, and also Grenfell Tower. I warned people before 7/7, I warned people before Grenfell Tower, and people were not listening, you know. So I'm out here again, putting my neck on the line, and I'm actually warning people again. Now, when I spoke to my friend this evening, I was telling him, I'm really concerned. I'm really concerned. I've seen this movie. I'm concerned that they're going to be starting fires everywhere. Like you saw in California, you know, some months back anyway, it's not that long ago, where they used directed energy weapons. People exposed that it was lasers being used, technology was being used in that situation, and there were all these fires happening. When I had this conversation a few hours ago with this friend of mine, he said, Seven, it's happening. I said, what do you mean? He said, it's already happening. He said, haven't you seen what's happening in Greece? And then I heard that it's happening in Japan. I haven't seen the reports about Japan. I just got told that it's happening all over the place. And so I just thought, oh my God, this is what is in this movie. So I'm making this video very, very quickly so that you are aware, and that you put this information out to let people know, investigate it yourself, look and see what is happening, because it's happening. We've got evil people who have technology, who's got finance to do wickedness. Wickedness. These people are satanic. They can see that humanity's waking up. Now, we're supposed to have an eclipse on the 27th of July. It's a major, major eclipse. It hasn't happened for 100 years. So it's historical. It's the longest ever eclipse, longest ever lunar eclipse. And, as we know, the whole thing about full moons, it's about, out with the old, in with the new, letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. Now, these people are satanic, and they harvest energy. They can see that humanity is waking up at a rapid, rapid pace. And so from what I've seen of this movie, because these are not movies, you have to understand that these people's intention is not to entertain you. Their intention is to put out what they are planning to do, because they can see the wake up of humanity is faster than it's ever been. Most people are aware that we have criminals operating in the mainstream media, operating in the entertainment industry, operating inside intelligence agencies, and these things are all interlinked. These organizations are all interlinked with each other. And at this point, those of you who are awake, you need to look at this information and help to sound the alarm. And that's why I'm coming today, is to try to, let people know, not to be afraid, not to spread fear. But, the reality is, these people who have done Grenfell Tower, and believe me, Grenfell Tower was totally orchestrated. In fact, on the anniversary, I filmed quite a lot of it. I haven't put it out because I've just been dealing with my own stuff. But on the anniversary of Grenfell Tower, there was another fire in a tower block in Lewisham, in South London. Lewisham is an area of South London. And while I was at the silent march, I'm a bit concerned about all these marches that are silent. Why are they silent? You go there and people are telling you to shh. It's like, what's going on here? People died horrifically in a tower. My aunt and my cousin died horrifically in that tower. This is not a time to be silent. I understand the spiritual side of things, because obviously there's many ways to communicate, and we respect and we honor those who have passed, and we do it in vigils and prayers and all of those things. But the fact that nobody has been arrested has to make you people aware that there is something very nasty going on. Hundreds of people can be burnt alive in a tower block, and nobody has been arrested for that crime. Nobody. They've got an inquiry, which I can't even watch it. We have a crime report which shows exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. People were murdered. It was premeditated. There's so much information. And you'll see that there's fires over and over and over again. If you look at what happened in South California, North California, we're talking about acres of land and people's homes burnt up, trees that are basically being incinerated from the inside of the tree. People have put out those videos, and many of you that will watch my videos, even though they show that the views are like 10 people are watching, because they've rigged my views so that it looks like nobody's interested in what I have to say. I don't mind about that. I'm not trying to get, followers or popularity. I'm putting out information to helpfully help people to protect themselves. Knowledge is power at this point. And people being informed is really important. Now, I've seen footage of what's happening in Greece, and on the back of watching this Godzilla trailer, I just knew exactly what is going to play out, because this is what these people do. Because they haven't been arrested, nobody's gone to jail. They've got free reign to just do what they want to do. And at the end of the day, the point for them is it's either us, the awakened people, or it's them. That's the way they look at it. This is for them is survival. This for them is, we are going to get rid of as many people as possible, just like Agenda 21 states on the Georgia Guidestones. Most of you who watch my channel, you're awake. You know about this stuff. But it's playing out in front of us. And that's why I've come on today, because I get sick of this stuff. Sometimes I just feel to myself, I can't even speak. Sometimes I just feel so sick of it all. Because for me, it's been 15 years of watching evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence, and putting out evidence and going to court and winning cases, and it's still the same criminals are up to the same things 15 years later, with more people dying, more people suffering, more people's lives being ruined by these people, and they don't care. It's business as usual. They killed those people in Grenfell Tower, and it's business as usual. Now they have like some cloth over the building to show you that it's a cover-up. They're covering up the building to symbolically show you that it is a cover-up. And they got something written on the building now saying, "Forever in our hearts." Because they think, oh, these people are dumb. All you do is you give them some lip service, bullshit nonsense, and they'll be satisfied with that. They'll have people for the next 25 years, just like the Hillsborough families, they'll have the people walking up and down silently and nothing happening. It's up to you people out there to change the game, to change it, to change the paradigm. And the way you do it is saying no more abuse. We know what you're doing. We've seen what you're doing. You've done this false flag, this false flag, this false flag. You've killed these people. You've slaved this people. You're abusing people, and we've had enough. That's where you have got to get to. my people. So